Hello, guy gals and non-binary pals, and welcome to the Fifth Trooper Podcast. I'm Owen, and of course, I have my trusty co-pilot, Isaac. What's up?
Hey, hey.
And today we're going to talk about more keywords. We're going to do a little keyword update from all of the things that have been updated since we've done our last keyword episode. So don't worry, we'll still keep this as current as we possibly can. And then we're going to dive into a couple new ones. But before we get into any of that, we just have a couple things to clean up at the front here. The first of which is we want to thank all of our Patreon subscribers for letting us do this. Hi, Patreon subscribers. Thanks so much for letting us do this. We appreciate you. And if you'd like to be part of the Patreon, please go over to patreon.com/thefifthtrooper. There's a lot of fun stuff there. You get to join our Discord and, bug us with all of your wonderful lists and questions. And it's just a very good time over there. And we really appreciate the community that we have over there. So think about joining that sometime. Plus,
For sure.
occasionally you get access to some things a little early, or you get recordings of stuff. So it's neat. Please check it out. And of course, it also helps out those notorious scoundrel guys with all their hot takes or whatever. But you're not here for them. You're here for us, and we appreciate that so much. So thank you so much for being part of that. And then also we did want to plug that both Isaac and I are hosting different tournaments happening soon. Isaac, what is your tournament that you're doing?
Yes, so at Millennium Games in Rochester, New York, there is going to be a GT, an official AMG GT, run by yours truly. So I will be running one. It's June 13th and 14th, which is somewhat soon. It'll be before we get the Mandos. We kind of slid in under the radar. There was some paperwork and stuff that was missed, but they did give us one. We usually have one every year. It's a great event. Usually somewhere around 30-ish show up. It could be more though this year. I think the biggest one we've ever had is around 36 for a GT. So if you want to come out and say hi, play an event, it's a small town. There's a local airport that's really easy to fly in and out of. You can catch your flight in 30 minutes and get through security and get on the plane. I've done it. So it's really easy to get in and out of. There's hotels and things within walking distance that are nearby, and the store is amazing. They just installed a brand new play space, and it is one of the best places I've ever played ever. It's there's a bar, there's high top tables you can play on. They're 8x4, plenty of room to put stuff on. It's super roomy. It's not crowded at all, so it's a good way to kind of get the convention play level without the convention crampedness. So it'll be a great event. I'm going to run it. So it is a little bit late notice, so I know people got to get travel plans in line and whatnot, but we'd love to see you, so please come on out.
And on July 18th, I'll be hosting a tournament over at Game Castle College Park in the outskirts of DC. So if you're in the area and you want to participate in that, that'll be happening in July 18th. It's not a GT, and we don't have nearly as much space. So this is for the locals of that area that are listening to this. I mean, if you want to drive, I'll appreciate it. I will shake your hand and say thank you for being there. But I'm not expecting anyone to fly into Dulles or BWI and come. I think that might be a bit overkill just for this kind of local tournament. But I am hosting my first tournament, and then hint, hint, we're going to do an episode about how to host local tournaments and gather in your community in the future.
I need to watch that episode myself.
Yeah, that'll happen later in the summer. But hey, that's a fun thing that we're doing, and I hope that some people show up for that one. So without further ado, we got to go into some updates for some keywords, because some keywords have changed, and now any of the keywords that we've already gone through here that had a rework, we will move around. Any of the keywords that had a change where they just tweaked a word, or it says just non-droid now, that's not, in my opinion, it's not changing the keyword. It's not changing how it functions. It's just limiting who can and cannot use it, or making that clearer. So those we won't talk about here. This is solely to talk about the things that have actually changed. And the first one that we have of that is also one of the first keywords in general is AI action because AI has completely changed around. So the new AI action is that when a unit that has the AI keyword starts and makes action step, it must make one of the actions listed in the AI action keyword. If it does not have a face-up order token, and if one of the following conditions are met, the unit is suppressed but not panicked. The unit has has a vehicle damage token. The unit is a vehicle unit, and half or more of the miniatures it started with the game have been defeated. If the unit with the AI keyword cannot make any of its listed actions, it makes one fewer action during the make action step.
Changes.
So that's AI. Yeah. That's new AI.
Definitely not like the straight buff that we thought it was, or that it was prior. Yeah, I think it at least bumps it down a tier now to where it's like not just a straight, oh yay, this is great. I can do tactical download because I have AI, and so therefore this is awesome.
All right. So you said we're moving it down. What do you want to put it like behind Enrage? Like where are we moving?
That's the thing. Like the units, it's just I guess it's still like you still do get some of the buffs. In a way, it buffs your AI vehicle still. Mm-hmm. It's not. I don't think it's just a straight like it's a trap by any means. So let me think here. Block give you search. I think it belongs in front of block.
Okay.
Oh, Guardian. We got to move Guardian. I just saw Guardian there.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
Yeah. Whoa, we're not there yet.
Definitely think it's better than Guardian, but Guardian's probably gonna move.
Yeah.
We can put it like next to Bolster. I think that's fair.
Oh yeah. We'll put it next to Bolster. Ooh.
It restricts enough. Yeah. People have talked about it already, but yeah, like some
Yeah.
I feel like it hurts certain units more, but it kind of narrows a little bit of what you can efficiently and effectively run in CIS. Makes it a little bit less diverse, I think. So
yeah,
moving it down
I think
a
so
bit.
as well.
Cool.
Our next change here is manned vehicle X. When an allied unit within range 3 of a unit that has the command vehicle keyword checks for panic, if both units have the same affiliation or faction, the allied unit treats the unit that has the command vehicle X keyword as a commander unit with a I'm always blanking on the name of that.
Courage value.
Courage value of X. It's courage. It's always that like symbol that messes me up. Treats it as a commander unit with a courage value of X. Yeah. So basically, it's just hey, your command vehicle can share its thing like a commander can share its courage like a commander can. So
Yes.
Are we moving command vehicle?
Oh, I think keep it there. I'm pretty sure that was the keyword as written before. I think the added text is the affiliation stuff because it's probably.
I mean, it's
proof
all
of Commanders.
blue. All right.
It's all maybe it's been reworded. Yeah, I mean, command vehicle is cool. Your vehicle gets to be a commander. I mean, I think it's. I don't know. Maybe we can probably move it up towards the top of I'll take it because there's gonna be some like with interdiction or whatever the rapid interdiction force or something like. There's more and more vehicle heavy lists, so being able to have like a command bubble on them is somewhat essential. I'm cool with bumping it up a little bit.
There you go. It's bumped. It's bumped.
Nice.
All right. Next up, we've got Eyes on the Prize.
Yes, eyes on the prize. You don't want to read all these droid trooper added?
Yeah, like I said, we're not doing the ones that's just like non-droid trooper.
Right. Yeah, a bunch of keywords got the droid trooper clarification, so that's why we're skipping ahead if you're following along in the rulebook. Okay, eyes on the prize keyword. When a unit with the eyes on the prize keyword has its unit leader within half range of one or more objective tokens, or is holding one or more objective tokens, it has the listed keyword. So, yeah, I think most notably the pirate force has relentless. This keyword obviously depends on what is after the semicolon. Relentless is really good. Eyes on the prize, relentless. They did clarify for anybody that hasn't heard, like all of those keywords. If you're gaining steady or like relentless or anything, it checks like at the end of the move, like wherever you finish when you make the attack. So if you had relentless, you move on to the point, and then you would get that relentless action because you're on it. Not if you like moved away from the objective. So it checks at the end. Yeah, I mean, eyes on the prize you're gaining a free keyword. It really depends on what you're
What's after it,
yeah,
right?
what's after it. So
Yeah.
I think throw it in good. I mean, it's always good to gain a keyword and
Yeah.
probably just put it somewhere middle of the road good.
All right, yeah,
Maybe
I'll put it.
around aid.
Yeah.
The current iterations, though, I think you can get steady and relentless. That's like really powerful. So, yep, cool.
Yeah. All right, and then the change that absolutely made everybody groan, Guardian, which is pretty
in
much.
peace.
I'm not going to read all of this because we've already gone through Guardian.
Oh my
It's
gosh,
just
yeah,
the difference now is that anybody with the Guardian X keyword gains a suppression when they use it.
Yeah, which makes me really sad. I don't want to be a Debbie
balanced,
Downer,
but whatever.
I don't. Well, it's been spoke about a lot. It was really just felt like a kicking while you're down, though.
Where do we want to put? Because as we said, we've got Guardian. Where are we moving it? Because it's obviously going down from where it was.
Man, I think it's definitely a trap now. Like if you're trying to build a list around it, it just doesn't work. Guardianing 3 times on Obi-Wan doesn't really work. Chewie, I guess, can go to enrage mode eventually, so he can shrug it off. But like when I think Guardian, those are the 2 main units.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Shoot, Boyle can only do it like twice now because he's in a clone unit. So I mean, it just makes all those units so. Yeah, like their thing like just doesn't work. You just shoot. You can shoot them with the suppressed unit.
Do we want to put it in riot control?
I think so because like it's so easy to play around. Shoot, you just shoot that thing with like 2 sniper teams. All right, Guardian's taken care of. And then, like,
Yeah.
like it's just yeah. I think it's in riot
Do we
control.
think it's better or worse than equip heavy weapons team flexible response?
I think it's worse than heavy weapons team. I
right.
100% would rather have 2 heavies in my in a unit.
All right, we're moving Guardian down here then.
Yeah, because I think if you build a list with it, you're just going to be really sad if that's like what you're trying to make the centerpiece of it.
Okay,
Cool.
and that will then bring us to current keywords that we haven't started and doing. Luckily, one of these just got changed, and it's going to be immune.
Yes. I'm gonna take it.
So there's several of these. I'm just going to scrunch them all together as one, since we've got immune blast, enemy effects, melee, which is the one that just got changed, melee pierce, and weapons, range 1 weapons. So there's like a lot of immune. But I think in general, immune is good because it makes a lot of sense most of the time. It's also simple to understand. The thing that makes me love keywords is the simpler they are to understand, and an immune is very easy to just be like, it's immune. It doesn't get to do the thing, right? Immune range 1 is very easy for an opponent to understand because I say, oh, I have immune range 1, and they go, oh, you're immune to range 1 attacks.
For sure.
Done. So it's simple to understand, and it covers a lot of stuff. I really like immune. I think that it is a good keyword, at least. And also just...
I think so.
Just gameplay-wise, it's also just, hey, it's nice being immune to melee attacks or something. Like, right? It's like that. You're always going to love not being able to be affected by something.
Yeah, I mean that's a real big. I don't know if we want to like split. Like some things are better to be immune to than others. I don't know if we want to get into that rabbit hole, but like, yeah, I mean it's definitely good. Yeah.
Yeah, like I can see that immune blast or immune range 1 may not be as good as like immune pierce.
In some
melee.
ways it is. So like immune range 1 makes a big deal because like that stops all your none of the impact grenades work. Swinging lightsabers don't work. Like a lot of that stuff. Like if you don't have a dedicated anti-armor thing, like so the lats, your T-47s, like flying around like that. Those are. I think that might be one of the best ones. To be honest, I think
Okay.
For me, it'd be like in between immune range 1 and melee. I feel like would be 2 of the best ones to have. But yeah, it's definitely good. Maybe we're talking about it right now. The hierarchy of immune. Maybe we just put it it's probably. I don't think it goes in the best. Probably.
Okay. Do we think that it's better or worse than cover? I think it would be strictly better than cover solely because of the fact that you're immune to something.
Right.
You're
yeah.
stopping
I
something
agree.
from happening.
I think so. Yeah. I think I mean, deflect. I mean, it's better to just not have to deflect.
Yeah.
Agile's tokens, armor's great. I think it.
Yeah, like I think armor
Yeah,
is
around
it would
there.
be up here because like that's the level that we gotta have.
Yeah,
You,
yeah.
you want to put
I
it?
think putting it right in there. Yeah,
Yeah.
around armor. I could see an
Alright,
argument for bumping it ahead, but that's a lot of work to reorganize.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but
All
yeah,
right.
if I had to like go through the immunes, yeah, I would think range 1 weapons, melee, then pierce would probably be like how I'd like go at it, and then like everything else can kind of sort out between it. But immune pierce is another one too. I could see people argue. You guys can argue in the chat. Create your own tier list
Yeah.
for the immunities and let us know which one you think is best.
Yeah. Hey, go to the chat and yeah, tell us what you think is the best immune.
Yeah. Maybe immune pierce is worthless now.
I think immune pierce is super good.
It is
Like,
definitely super good. Like it feels really bad. Like that's one of the immune melee pierce is like one of the biggest reasons why Grievous is such a like hard unit to kill. Like you can go at him with Anakin and double strike him. And it's like, okay, well you don't have.
I
immune
need
pierce.
to add that onto Sabine or whoever with the Darksaber for 5 points, so I don't have melee. Like I'm just like, immune to melee pierce. I'm like, yeah, go. Like,
Yeah. Oh, no,
so good for 5 points. Done.
Yeah, I could see
every
Pierce being at the
time.
top. Yeah, I'm willing to. Yeah, when the more I think about it, I could see Pierce kind of being at the top, and then the range 1, and the what's the other range 1 and melee kind of being the other two, top 3. But yeah, cool.
Yeah. All right, and then next up we've got Impervious.
Impervious. While a unit with the Impervious keyword is defending, it rolls a number of extra defense dice during the roll defense dice step equal to the total Pierce X value of weapons in the attack pool. If a unit with Impervious also has the immune Pierce keyword, then it does not roll extra defense dice for the Impervious keyword when defending against an attack with the Pierce X keyword. So no stacking it with immune Pierce. I don't know who needs to hear this, but just count the blanks is the easiest way to add this up. Every time I swear, like we could be playing like I know players we played for like 10 years now and still like Impervious. We're like, how do we do the math? Just count the blanks.
Just count the blanks, yeah. And
That's the
like,
easiest way to do
I
it.
understand that like some people don't understand the
Right.
math on that, right? Like they're just like, wait a second, and it's like, trust me, this is the way to do this, and it
is
makes
the way.
way more sense than having everybody flip the dice back and forth of just like, okay, all of these are actually this, and all of that is actually that, and then these go over here because that was the extra dice I rolled, and this is how much damage I just count the blanks. It's way easier. Just roll it. How many blanks you got? 2. That's how much damage you took.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it gets confusing with Pierce. But yeah, Impervious is solid. I'm still like really upset that Rex and Cody don't have it, but that's just me. It's a good defense keyword. It's saved many an ARC trooper's life for me.
Yeah.
It's definitely not as good as immune. The question: do we think it's a best keyword?
I think it's the best keyword. Honestly
Okay,
speaking,
okay.
I will say it's a little wordy and it is a little confusing because you're dealing with the Pierce and the Impervious, and so you're trying to figure
Right.
out how many extra dice am I rolling and all like we said, like there is a lot of math there, so I don't think it's as elegant as some of the other keywords. But I do like the effect that it gives of it's just like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm not completely immune to the thing, so I can still get stabbed by a lightsaber. I'm still taking damage being hit by a lightsaber, but I'm getting hit less, right? Like you've got that Pierce 3 happening
Right.
or whatever with Anakin's lightsaber, and it's doing a little bit less because I've got Impervious, and so I think that's a fine thing. It feels like it's, I would say probably like bottom of best, upward part of good.
Yeah, I think that's accurate. Yeah, I mean, it's adding what was a 0% chance of you blocking that wound? It's giving you a 50% chance at least, depending on what your saves are. I think that's fair. I feel like disengage is better. Why did we put disengage so low? I'm like trying to think back to how we did this, but yeah. Okay, yeah, I think it does exist around there.
Yeah.
No, that seems fair.
Okay, and next up, a keyword that all of us got real acquainted with very quickly is Incognito. A
I've had so
unit
many
with
questions.
a unit with the Incognito keyword cannot be attacked by enemy units that are not within range 1. And it cannot contest objectives and cannot provide backup. If a unit with the Incognito keyword ever makes an attack, defends against an attack, it loses the Incognito keyword for the remainder of the game. Additionally, at the beginning of a unit with a Incognito keyword's activation, it may choose to lose the Incognito keyword for the remainder of the game. So Incognito can only be put on at the start. There's, from my knowledge, nothing that can give you Incognito in the middle of a match. And the important thing is that once you lose it, it's gone. And you can't do anything while you have it. I know that when the strike team change happened, a lot of people were like, oh, I'll just Incognito on the back point. Cool, well then you have to choose to get rid of the Incognito before you can score. So you do have to do that in round 2, otherwise you're not actually on that back point, and you're not actually getting any points there.
Yeah, you can't just sit there and like wave high. I mean, a lot of people will like, turn one, shoot, and then just drop back behind an LS block and do the same thing.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But you can't just like sit there and be like, well, I have Incognito and I'm contesting the point, so I get a point at the end of the round. It's like, that's not how that works.
One thing, for sure. One thing to clarify on this too, for the some of the objectives are worded different, like with assets, like the tokens, the claimables, the supply runs, all that. You cannot contest objectives, so therefore you cannot pick those up too. That was clarified. I know it was. We had some questions on that because technically, like, was an asset an objective? It's not an objective token. It's an asset token. That's a different thing. It's clear in the rulebook, so that was clarified, which was pretty sure was the intent. But there was some like rules as written interpretations where you could have been like, "Is this how this works?" But yeah, no picking stuff up either. Can't be shot at beyond range 1. You can't do anything else either. So that's the best way to think about that.
Where do we want to place it?
Where do we want to place it? Indeed. Well, now that it's a spammable keyword, that it's. I don't think it's like the best thing in the world. It helps you on turn 1 from just getting deleted. It allows you to do some more aggressive movement turn 1 that you normally wouldn't do, or later. I think it's good. It's definitely better than fire support. It's better than cash, coordinate. I think it's better than Demoralize. Death from above. I feel like it ends up around the Entourage Direct kind of area.
Yeah.
Maybe on the right of Direct.
Yeah.
The factions.
Incognito.
Q.
Yeah. I think so too. I think that it's a thing that I like having because it's a good thing to just be like, hey, you can't shoot at me, so I can be out in the open and move wherever I gotta go.
Yeah, I mean,
but it is being dropped quickly, and it is stopping. Like, there are ways around it. I don't think it's like a super great keyword, but it is a thing that's just like, hey, if my troops have it, I'm gonna use it, right? Like, it's nice when you've got hostage exchange and the unit with the hostage exchange has Incognito for round 1, and you're just like, cool. That's a great thing.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, your sniper teams would just get deleted if they didn't have it. Like, they'd just be like, ooh, poof, gone.
All right, next up.
What do we got? Inconspicuous. While a unit with the Inconspicuous keyword has 1 or more suppression tokens, attacking enemy units must target another unit if able. When a unit with the Inconspicuous keyword rallies, it may choose to not remove any number of suppression tokens, including 0. This is like the R2-D2 one, right?
Yeah.
For C-3PO?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I don't think it ever... You can't shoot me when I'm suppressed. Back in the olden days, this was like a thing that was halfway decent when you were like actually scoring secret mission with R2. Because it was like, you shot me, you can never shoot me again. And then he would just like kind of quarterback sneak it into the end zone. I don't know why we don't do that anymore. I don't know. I feel like you could still score secret
missions.
missions.
Just forgotten, yeah.
I don't know, maybe. That being said, for the purpose of the keyword, it like this in combination with secret mission is really like one of the main use cases. I mean, I could see this if this was put on other units. It could be halfway decent. Like, oh, I'm suppressed. You can't shoot me anymore. There's ways to play around it too. You can cohere yourself in a way in which the only target is the inconspicuous target, so it can be worked around. I think it's only on C-3PO and R2.
I feel like Inconspicuous is just an I'll take it. Like, I think it's just a thing of, like, if it's there, neat, but I'm not going out of my way to try to get this inside of my army in any sort of way.
Right.
The way that I would try to get, like, you know, a unit with Incognito or Impervious.
Yeah, in context of the current game, there's not really any play strat you can make around it. If it's there, cool. It will matter 20% of the time, maybe. Like, maybe. Yep. I'm part of the squad, too. I kind of want to update. I'm looking back at all. I've like learned. I want to bump some of these keywords up. We'll have to do like a reconsolidation.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry. We'll have a review at the end.
Yeah.
To change things around. Yeah.
Right, moving forward.
Yeah, we've got everyone's favorite, Independent. At the start of a action phase, if a unit has Independent keyword, it does not have an order token, that unit may gain whatever the token is there. So this is on a lot of different people for Independent Aim Dodge, Independent Aims, Independent Dodges. Basically, as long as you don't give them an order and you pull it from your bag, they get that extra dodge or aim, and I love that.
Yeah. It's great.
10 out of 10. I love when I have extra dodges and extra aims on my units. I think this is a very easy thing to build around. This is a very easy thing to understand. You're just like, oh, hey, I have... It's also one of the things I feel like new players forget the most. You're right. It's like, this is one of those things that is just like, man, I forgot so-and-so has Independent. It's like, yeah, always remember that you have Independent because it's free aims, it's free dodges.
Yep.
It's just free real estate, you know?
Yeah, it punishes it rewards your bad order controller. It's like a consolidarity prize for when you can't get the orders on the units you need. Or your Shadow Collective, and like everything has Independent, and that's just how you roll. Or Remnant.
I'm thinking this is good. What are you thinking?
I think so too. Yeah. Probably. I think it's better than the Entourage keywords. I think right beside Barrage is fair. We love free tokens. It triggers. You have control over it.
All right. Next.
Indomitable. When a unit that has the Indomitable keyword rallies, it rolls red defense dice instead of white defense dice. So it almost doubles. Yeah, it literally doubles your chance to throw off suppression. It goes to 4 out of 6 instead of 2 out of 6. So it's really strong, especially with all the suppression we have floating around. There's a lot of units that like almost have to take it, like stormtroopers. A lot of times, if you don't have a compel source, you almost have to super them so they can roll something off, or else they're going to be panicked a lot, depending on where the commander is. I think it's really. I think it's one of the best keywords.
I also think it's one of the best keywords. I was like, this is easily in best keywords for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's better than Cunning, but I think it could go right beside it.
Yeah.
Does that seem fair? Yeah. Yeah, no, a lot of units will, they're like, some units in their base squad format, you're like, man, this is really hard to run because they're like a Courage 1 unit. Like for example, if you're slotting like a Pike in or something, like that's really hard to run. And then all of a sudden, because you can super squad that Pike, like, oh, this at least has a chance of not just being panicked the whole time. You're probably going to be suppressed. Just because you have Indomitable doesn't mean you're just going to roll off 6 suppression every time, but you'll at least be able to like keep, stay entrenched and keep shooting or something, which is better than being panicked. So
yeah, I was going to say it's as a Rebel player, this is Indomitable is a blessing to you, like because you're always going to be having shots on you and feeling like you're going to be suppressed very quickly. So having
they'll just be dead before they do their courage roll on one. So really, are you getting any real estate out of that keyword?
Not everyone dies that quickly.
That's right. When you're a super squad, it takes a while. You have to reload a few times.
It takes a couple more hits.
It's very like Soviet Russia. One man holds rifle, the other holds bullets.
Next up, we've got Infiltrate. When a unit with Infiltrate keyword starts its activation, if it is not under-deployed, I don't like the word under-deployed. If it's undeployed, what?
Does it say?
It's undeployed.
Oh, okay.
If it is undeployed, it may deploy by placing the unit leader of that unit completely within allied territory. Then the remaining miniatures in the unit are placed in cohesion with their leader and completely within allied territory. Miniatures cannot overlap impassable terrain when they are placed using Infiltrate. So that's a lot of words to say. As long as it's not on the table, you can put it anywhere inside, completely inside of your starting zone. And I think that's pretty solid.
I think it's really good.
good.
I think it's one of the best keywords, especially with the introduction of contact. Like if you got infiltrators, like all that objective is that's the one that you want to play with infiltrators. It also like really will put your opponent on their heels on their range band math for turn one. Like if you have an infiltrator, like all of a sudden, like or if you see infiltrators across the board, you need to be like going ding 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 ding. Okay, like where can they deploy? What is the range of their weapons? Like I know like I have gotten so many like round one commando shots off with like a range 2 gun because like you can deploy all the way up and move. Like your threat range is just so much, and it will catch people off a lot of times. So like yeah, I think it's one of the best ones. I put it up there with charge, I think. Right?
I mean, I would also put it up here with charge.
Yeah. The 212
Like,
list can do it. Like that's like another one.
It's just really good to be able to do that. And even if you're not, even if you don't have contact, right? Even if you're not using it for distance, height is also a thing that you can do with it. So as long as it's within your starting zone, your deployment zone, right? Like, you can put it on top of a tower somewhere and just be like, all right, like that's where I'm going to infiltrate from. Like, I'm just going to start them up high and then start raining pain from wherever they're at. Like, that's a good way to start things.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, it'll keep your opponent like stressed all of turn one if you're just holding an infiltrator unit. Like just having that ability, being like, oh, if you put it down anywhere, I'm just going to infiltrate and shoot you with a lot of pain. It's like it's a good effect to have.
Yeah, it's a good effect to have, and most importantly, it is you aren't deployed and then you become deployed, because that's the difference between infiltrate and prepared position, right? Is exactly that. It's like, are you starting somewhere in your zone, or are you going to be off of the board and then when you activate you start somewhere in your like that's
like you can infiltrate within standby ranges. Like that's the thing. Like it doesn't trick standby to just like spawn there. Like it's really powerful keyword, and like in the hands of good players, you can get a lot of mileage out of it. Yeah. It's funny. It doesn't feel very infiltrating. It feels like it feels very aggressive. Like,
it's not like a thing that's like, oh, I get to sneak in and I've got incognito and you don't know I'm here. It's just like I'm spawning in the middle of the field and punching you in the face.
Yeah. It's just violence. That's the keyword.
I see you've chosen violence. Okay.
Aggressive. No, the aggressive tactics is gone. That's what it should be. I don't know. Yeah, good keyword.
Yeah. Let's see. What else we got? Next, we got Inspire. When a unit with Inspire X keyword ends its activation, remove up to X total suppression tokens from other allied units within range 2.
That's good.
That's it. It's just at the end of your turn, you get to inspire some of your troops and take off some suppression from people around you. I think it's pretty good.
It's good. It can win you some games too if you have like somebody's suppressed a POI, which I guess is more relevant now. You have a lot more like overwhelms and stuff going around where you can suppress a unit and panic it. So having an inspire trigger at the end of the turn can sometimes re-score you a POI.
What's there's now also the objective that the POIs reduce the amount of suppression that you take off of them.
Cauldron.
Yeah, Cauldron, yeah. So having Inspire in your list somewhere is always nice, because it's like, okay, well, I can have someone standing on that point still, and I'm still taking the suppression off of them because I have the Inspire, and it's not,
Definitely.
just left to the roll. So I think Inspire is pretty solid. Where would you like to put it in
Yeah.
our list?
That is a great question. Let me pull our thing up. I think somewhere around cover is fair.
Okay.
The best keywords. Yeah.
You got it. I also I think it's one of the best keywords. I think it's a thing that you should try to have a unit with Inspire in your list. Like I think that's a thing that would be, do you have someone with that? Just because you never know when you're gonna need it. And then when you have it, it's very nice to have, so that way you can really help with suppression things. And like, man, I played against somebody and I managed to panic their Anakin, and I was like, man, that it felt bad, and it also felt like I was like, don't you wish you had an Inspire in that list to help Anakin out just a little bit? Like,
yeah, clones really struggle for that keyword too. I mean, like Padme is really the only organic source of that. So like, with the amount of suppression running, like that, with Cauldron being introduced and like sniper teams, Overwhelm being on some units,
suppression is definitely more important now than
I think it
ever
moved
has
it
been.
up. Honestly, like when we started doing this keyword list, I could see Inspire being a little bit lower, like in the good zone, but
100%.
Context now.
All right, next up.
Cool. All right, Interrogate. During the command phase, if a player reveals a command card that belongs to a unit within range one of one or more enemy units with the Interrogate keyword, and there would be a tie for priority, treat that command card as having one more pip. So it's like the antithesis of cunning. So instead it makes everybody else's stuff count for one more, with the caveat of being at range one. So it's kind of... It seems really good at first. Like you can read this, like, oh, I'm gonna get to go first at all times. But reality, it's like you got to get your Interrogate unit like right beside the commander. If that commander is holding a lightsaber, that might not be in your best interest. So
I think this is definitely something that's either it's a trap or
I think it's the trap. Yeah, it's a thing. It's hard to like kind of make that be your entire thing because it's Callus's keyword, right? I think he's like the only one that has it right now. Maybe there's other iterations of it, but like Callus can throw hands. He can't really. You don't want Vader getting a hold of him for too long.
Yeah, I don't. And getting in range one of things, I think in this game is hard.
Yeah,
it's not impossible.
There's a big
right?
difference in range 2 and range 1. Like huge.
like it's not impossible. There's a lot of melee units. Like you can easily run into melee with somebody and have that, but you have to be built as a melee thing, and then maybe as an extra bonus, this is happening there. But you're not running someone into melee specifically for Interrogate. Like there are other keywords that are at play in all of that first and foremost that are more important than it. So I definitely think Interrogate would be like probably like it's a bottom of it's a trap.
Yeah, because even if let's say like Dooku had Interrogate instead of Cunning, like you would still want Cunning over that
100%.
just because of the range restrictions and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just as if this was range 2 and not range 1, I think that would move it.
That would help it. Yeah.
I think that would help it so much because it's a thing that you could potentially be closer. You could be like trying to get to a POI and then being able to stop someone from activating, but also not getting punched in the face by them.
Yeah.
Like you probably will be next turn, but you can at least like maybe get a turn or two out of it where this is being effective. And then also I think the other end of it is just like, are you flipping and when are you flipping those cards, those command cards, to get like that last little pip? And also how much is your opponent not paying attention to it? Because if you have someone with Interrogate that's within range 1 of my person, I see that, I know that, and then I can just be like, oh,
it's very telegraphed.
Yeah,
like,
it's
why did
very
you just
telegraphed.
expose your Interrogate guy? Why are you running this B tier hero at my Jedi? I don't know. Yeah, no, that's fair.
Next up, we've got Jedi Mastery. When you with Jedi Mastery keyword makes a melee attack, it may spend any number of dodge tokens after converting attack surges during the convert attack surges step. For each dodge token spent this way, change a blank result to a hit, or a hit to a crit. Or spend 2 dodge tokens to change a blank to a crit. So basically, it's that if you've got a bunch of dodges, you can make your melee attack hit
Yeah, this is
instead
a
of it
Sages
being
thing, right?
blanks.
Does anybody else have it? I don't think so. I think Ahsoka has a command card that does something like this, but it's not actually
Yeah.
Jarkai. Yeah, it's solid. We love converting dice.
Yeah.
I think it's good, definitely, at least. What's the we haven't done Marksman yet, but it's
No.
like Marksman but with dodges, kind of. My gut wants to put it like in the second row of good, maybe. Yeah. I think it's better than Incognito. It's probably it's better than Entourage. Yeah, that's right there. That's a perfect spot to put it. That you gotta. We could put
All right.
Marksman with it too, maybe.
Ooh, there we go. Jar. Kai.
Chew.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty solid thing
Yep.
to have in general, and like I think it also helps you whenever you have that question of just like, am I taking dodges or should I take some aims? It's just like you're just gonna take all dodges because if you don't use the dodges, you can you basically are changing it into an aim.
Yeah, yeah. Notably, like an aim token usually is more valuable because you have the agency on how that is used. Whereas a dodge token, your opponent has a little bit. They can just be like, I'm just not going to shoot the guy with like 4 dodge tokens. So it'll let you kind of convert a token that wouldn't be used into something that is quite useful. So,
Yeah. Next up, we've got Jedi Hunter.
Jedi Hunter. When a unit with the Jedi Hunter keyword attacks a unit with a Force upgrade icon on its upgrade bar, the attacking unit gains Surge to crit until the end of that attack. Sight? It does come up occasionally. Grievous has this, right? So, yeah, there's other units too. It's not good as just having Surge to crit.
Yeah,
Natively.
you'd rather just have that.
The thing is, I feel like most of the units that have this, which I'm sure I'm wrong and there's exceptions, I feel like most of them already have Surge to hit. And so, at that point, I'm like, you don't really need crits when you're fighting a Jedi in melee. Like, I don't really see what the big advantage there is. I mean, unless you're like fighting Obi-Wan on his 57 dodge token turn, it's like very specific use case. My gut says like I'll take it. I don't know. Do you think there's a better like?
I think I'm also in that, like, maybe even like it's a trap solely because it's like,
That's true.
as you
Sometimes
point out,
if you just run
you're
that
all-
unit,
it's not really doing a lot for you, right? Like you mentioned that anything that has it probably already has Surge to hit. So what is the extra crit amount helping you with? It's not like you're getting through armor or anything like that. It's just stopping dodges from being used is the real trick there. And it's like,
well, like Op
Okay.
Vader doesn't have it. That's a big deal. I mean, like, I don't know. Like, if it is giving you Surge, if you don't have Surge to hit already, it's better. Like, it helps a lot because that like it really boosts your math and how you can fight other saber users. But I don't know. I mean, I can also you probably should also run into the fray. Like, I could see it being a trap as well because like you should not look at Jedi Hunter and be like, oh, I don't need into the fray on my surgeless dude. Definitely take it. The Inquisitors,
Yeah,
I think
if-
they have it.
yeah, I was gonna say if it's there, it's like cool, but I definitely think I don't think it's good. I think this is definitely in
don't
the
have
bottom
it.
tiers, and it's a thing that's like,
The Inquisitors that are literally
doing
Jedi Hunters don't have it.
why?
They don't have it. They do have Surge to hit already, I think, or at least Seventh Sister does, and Fifth Brother does. But that's so dead. They're literally
The
Jedi
li-
Hunters.
The actual factual Jedi Hunters in canon don't have Jedi Hunter keyword. It make sense.
Well, I guess Op Vader does. At least it's canonically accurate. I don't know. Yeah, I think, it's a trap. Yellow.
Yep.
I think it's pretty fair.
All right. After that is Jump. A unit that has the Jump X keyword can make a Jump X card action anytime it would make a move action. The unit makes a move action as normal, and you can ignore or end its movement on top of terrain at height X or lower. While making a move with Jump X action, a unit ignores the effects of difficult terrain and other miniatures with a height equal to or lower than X. When making a move with the Jump X action, a unit may place the movement tool overlapping impassable terrain, but may not end its move overlapping it. When a unit makes the Jump X action, measure height from the unit's starting position. It's
Cool.
jump. It's good.
It is good. It's really good. You can do it. You can't double jump and all that. Sometimes comes up like somebody will like jump their Jedi on top of a building and be like, "Oh, you can't jump down. You have to climb down now." So you need to either jump all the way over, unless you have some way to give you like a free action or a way to do it twice. But most things can only do it like once per turn. There's a lot of stuff that gives you free jump. Obviously, free actions are really important. It's like Anakin's 1-pip, the Geonosians and stuff. If you don't know already, make sure you check and see what the free action icons beside it. That does matter. That really more translates to free move. But I don't know. Jump as itself is I don't know. I can think of so many situations where it's like literally 1-minute games because you can jump over stuff. But
Yeah, just having a Jedi with jump or whoever has jump and just being able to just be like, oh, there's this terrain between you and me. No, there's not.
Yeah.
And I don't have to go all the way around, right? Like, I can just hop right over it, and now I'm just like,
Right.
what terrain? And then shoot you in the face or stab you or do whatever you need to do. Like, I think it's just jump is good.
It is.
I
It
think
is
jump
good.
is a
And,
solid,
like,
good keyword. Maybe...
I think it
would
could
you
go up too.
You
Because
think
like
maybe it's in the best?
Yeah, well, in the hands of like your really skilled players, what that really translates to is like I'm gonna hide behind an LOS block and I'm gonna jump over it and then kill you, like kill whatever's on the other side of it. So like if it's definitely kind of a skill like a skill cap thing, but once you get a good handle on it, like it's really powerful. But it takes some training. You can't just be like, oh, I'm just gonna go just throw my dude with jump like out here in the open and expect to get use out of that keyword. I think putting it in front of cover is good.
Yeah, I think jump is very good. I think it's
a high
a
reward thing.
You love seeing it on your cards, and you're just like, oh, cool, I get to do fun things now.
It
There's
matters.
less. Yeah,
Someone like
you know,
Dooku, you have to play Dooku like really a lot different. You have to play Yoda very different when he doesn't have jump. Like it changes a lot of the math on what you can reach. So it's good. It's good.
All right, what do we got next?
All right, Juyo Mastery, I think is how you pronounced it. While a unit with the Juyo keyword or Juyo Mastery keyword has one or more wound tokens, it can take an additional, or it can make one additional action during its make action steps. A unit with a Juyo Mastery may only make 2 move actions during its activation, including free actions. So this is Maul. This one is getting better. Being able to do the 3 action thing with like how many things can be picked up. It used to be very powerful in the old version because that was like a lot of the objectives, but we're talking about the new version.
Yeah, like, and there are now starting to be some objectives
stuff.
that you do need to like spend an action to pick something up, and so that is useful.
Yeah.
I'm not going out of my way to find something that has this.
I mean, it's
and put it
just
into my
Maul.
list.
So, like,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I could see it like, I mean, shoot, if I could like slap this on Vader like every turn to make him have implacable forever, like, yeah, cool. If you like take it out of context, it could be really, really powerful. But yeah, I think in the context of Maul, it's came down. There's more objectives coming up. I think it probably was. It's a trap now. I think it's definitely at least up in like the like lower good, high I'll takes. I think it's better than fire support.
You think it's better than fire support? Okay.
Yeah.
Is it better than cash?
Free actions is good. Yeah, I mean, the fact that it like Maul would, it's like the whole thing that makes Maul playable.
Yeah.
I feel like it can go up towards Jarkai. I know I said lower mid, but
Jarkai, you think it's over here? Better than Entourage?
yeah, I'm trying to be wary of like how much I tick off all the Maul players because like okay, like
Also, let's take this into
Take it out of it.
consideration of like you play with all of the Shadow Collective people in this game, whereas like I don't think I've ever seen anything with this actually have it on it.
Yeah.
Because I've never seen a Maul be on a table yet because
Yeah.
there's so few Shadow Collective players down here. So like,
Part of what balances it out, like, is because like Maul doesn't have charge, he doesn't have relentless. Like, it really doesn't feel like you're getting the action economy. Like, yes, that third action could be something different. It gives you a little bit more flexibility.
yeah,
If you had this keyword in combination with like charge, relentless, other keywords that give you other actions, it could be really good. But in the context of Maul's chassis, it is like the one thing that makes it like if you take it away from Maul, he's not playable. Like, he's not even remotely playable. Maul has Incognito for the turn he plays a command card. Let's put it beside Incognito.
okay.
I think that's fair. When he plays that command card, he can open with Incognito. I think it's there's room for exploration if there are other units that get it ever. I can see it being really good, but
And then we've got Latent Power. When a unit with a Latent Power keyword ends its activation, it may gain 1 suppression token to roll 1 red defensive die. If it does, on a surge result of the red defensive dice, choose an enemy within 1 of its miniature. The chosen unit gains 2 suppression tokens and 2 immobilized tokens. On a blank roll result, remove 1 wound or 1 poison from an allied non-droid trooper unit within 1 of this miniature. This is Grogu. Yeah. This is Grogu's. This is Grogu's, and it's just, hey, at the end you roll a dice and maybe you add some suppression, maybe you heal something.
Yeah, you just want not hits, so you have 50-50 of getting something good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're either, and you have to be within range 1 of either an enemy or an allied trooper. So, I mean, I think in general, though, as far as the latent power of this is, I don't think it's helping you a ton. It's there, but like, am I taking Grogu for an extra health and maybe possibly 50% chance something else happening for 17 points? For 17 points is the key thing there, and it's like, didn't get some extra health. That's not nothing. And also, there's this thing that I might be able to heal. I might be able to throw out some more suppressions, but I'm spending 17 points to do that. And the answer is no, I'm not spending that when I could have Luke in a squad for 8 points more, doing way more stuff, right? Like, I think that's way more useful.
Mm-hmm.
I think that there's just like a lot more going on and better things that you're using your points for than you are for Grogu, which is why you don't see Grogu tabled that often.
He pops up a little bit more now and then, but man, I'm gonna be obsessed with this for like a while because I want to figure out how it works. But oh well, someone can correct us in the chat on how.
Put it in the chat. Let us know. Drop a comment.
But yeah, for latent power, yeah, I think that's a pretty fair placement of it, putting it a little bit lower.
Like, I don't mind that I have it, but I'm also not trying to build it. Like, I think maybe even It's a Trap would be... I think it's better than Jedi Hunter. Like,
yeah. And when you do get the surge effect, it can be huge. It's just, you can't make I'm gonna run in and roll the surge token to immobilize this. Like, you can't reliably do it.
I would say I would put it between counterparts.
Just put it by counterparts since that's what the keyword is.
Sure. All right, here, there we go.
Latent power.
Boom.
Man.
We're really starting to change some things up in this list now. Things are moving. The shuffle is happening.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right. What do we got next? Been thoroughly derailed here. Low profile, right? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
When a unit with a low profile keyword would roll one or more defense dice during the roll cover pull step, it rolls one fewer defense dice and instead adds an additional block result to the cover pull after rolling. So basically, you just auto pass one of those cover saves, which is huge. It makes things like scout troopers take way too much effort to kill. So like, yeah, just auto saves is nice. It's just taking one off of every attack that comes in. So I think it's one of the best keywords. You put it right behind immune. Being immune to the attack altogether is better. There's nothing that just says like you're immune to attacks, though.
Yeah, like it's not as good as immune, but it is nice that you're just auto passing, like one of the covers. Like that, there's an auto pass there, so that does feel pretty good. Mm-hmm. I like it. Okay.
You're solid.
And then we've got Makashi Mastery. When a unit with Makashi Mastery keyword makes a melee attack, it can reduce the Pierce X value of the weapon in the attack pool by 1 during the choose weapon and gather dice step. If it does, the defender cannot use immune melee pierce, immune pierce, and or impervious keywords during your attack.
Yeah. That's good. This is like Dooku's one. Asajj can also get it. I think it's really funny that Shaak Ti gets it. Like it's on her key card. Like all of a sudden she's just throwing hands. It makes you really win out the fight on against other Jedis. So like Dooku will whoop a lot of other saber users because of this. He makes my ARC troopers very, very sad. He murders many Mandos when you have this. So being able to turn off all those like defensive keywords that like somebody is paying for, it's baked into the cost of their units.
Yeah.
Is really powerful. So definitely good.
Definitely good.
I could see. I think he could go up beside Jim So. Jim So is the double. That's Yoda's, right? That's the attack and. I should have all these.
Yeah, I mean, because we got Jarkai and we got Juyo currently up here.
Yeah, Jim So is the defense against melee. Oh, that's Anakin's.
Yeah, and Jim So's very good.
Yeah, I think it's better than that though.
You think this is better than that?
Jim So is just you take a wound. Oh, if there's a blank at the I guess it's at least as good, I think, because like this is like Dooku can like take your immune pierce away and just kill you. like he like this in combination with his 2-pip. Like Asajj is no pushover when she has it. I mean, we obviously don't have playtime with Shaak Ti, but it would I mean, it allows you to like you can't just throw your force. Like for example, like literally when you throw Anakin with Jim So into Dooku, he usually loses. Because of Jim So Mastery. Because of Makashi.
Yeah, and I don't think Makashi's bad, per se. I do think that knowing what Makashi does, right? Makashi is a keyword that turns off your things. Just don't go to... Like, I think that's just an easy thing of, like, you see it coming, it's telegraphed, and you try to find ways around being the one that gets hit by that, right? Like, it's like, okay, cool, that will turn off my Impervious, but if I don't throw Sabine into that fray,
all right,
I don't have to worry about it.
So what is your answer then? If you start taking... All of your melee guys usually are the Impervious, Immune Pierce guys. Like, that's why they're your melee backup. Yeah. So if you're just, like, not going to throw your linebacker...
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, okay. You've convinced me that it's better than Juyo.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. What if you put it like good, like upper good?
Okay.
Well, you don't think it belongs anywhere near Jim So?
I mean, I think I would rather have things that give me more attacks than I would.
Oh, Jim So is not extra attacks. That's Tempted.
Yeah, but I'm just saying is we have Arsenal.
Got you.
Broad, like their Gunslinger, like all of those things are there.
Ataru is Yoda's, right? That's that just gives you lets you attack twice free tokens. I feel like maybe beside Ataru, that seems like a pretty fair. Okay. Right in front of Ataru.
Right in front of Ataru.
I think in front of Ataru because
we'll move Ataru down and everything else that's behind it there, and then we'll put in Makashi.
yeah, it can be played around, but it's like it's really hard to play around. Like it's so hard to be like, I'm just not going to.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I would take various of these other ones before it, but I also don't have a lot
it's
of
also an
Jedi
expensive
access, so
chassis.
it's not like I'm doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's much easier to get like gunslingers and arsenals and complete the. I guess
100%. Yeah.
Cool.
And since we talked about it before, we got Marksman.
Yes. Let me go back down to where it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Marksman. A unit with the Marksman keyword may spend any number of aim tokens after converting attack surges during the convert attack surges step. For each aim token spent this way, instead of re-rolling the dice, you can change one blank to a hit, one hit to a crit, or spend two main aim tokens to change one blank result to a crit result. So, aim token to upgrade your dice one level, basically. Yeah, I think I think putting it right around, I think probably in front of Jarkai just because it's more common. Like, you're just spending aims instead of, like, taking a chance. You're using it to buff the dice. It's worth knowing what dice you're rolling. Like, for example, you have two blank reds, just re-roll those two red dice. Then, like, kind of knowing some of your dice math will help you on this. But...
Yeah, I was going to say that is the one trap that is part of this, is that, like, when is it better for you to just use the aim as an aim to re-roll your dice versus just taking an extra hit? And I think that it depends on what dice are blanked, right? Like, if you have two red, obviously you should roll those. If you've got a red and a black, maybe it would be better to re-roll those. If you've got like two blanked whites, that's exactly, you just, all right, I'll flip one of those into a hit. Like that's exactly when you would do that. So I think that's a fair placement.
Or shooting armor, upgrading your hits to crits is a thing.
Trying to get things past armor is a great time for that to be used. Yeah, and then we'll do one more for this episode. We'll have Master of the Force. When a unit with Master of the Force X keyword ends its activation, it may ready up to X of its exhausted Force upgrade cards. So currently, because we know that there's more Force cards coming, right? Like, I'm thinking about that. I'm trying to figure out that kind of a thing. I think this could be launched up there very quickly. I definitely think that this is super good.
I think it's one of the best because it allows you to take Force Push.
Yeah.
Not that I mean, obviously you can take Force Push on units without this, but it like part of the reason that Force Push is costed where it's at right now is because of Master of the Force units being able to use it multiple times, or like your saber throws, even like stuff like that. All those tappable Force upgrades
would be way cheaper if you could only use it once during the game.
Right.
Whereas like it's costed at so high because it's like, no, you could use this 5 times if you know what you're doing.
All that into account, it's clear that AMG thinks a lot of it. so like, which I mean, it's you could debate whether or not you think that's correct or not, but like, it's a powerful thing that lets you recover those upgrades. So
I think it's very good in the best here. Do you think it's better than Indomitable?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think it's better than Low Profile?
Yeah, I think it's even in front of Exemplar.
Okay. I think it's worse than Infiltrate.
I think it's worse than Infiltrate. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see it. Yeah, somewhere in there. Maybe it's behind Exemplar by one. I don't know, but yeah, that's the rough neighborhood that it's in.
Damn.
And it's only gonna get better. We're gonna have like more Force upgrades, so I'm sure there's gonna be other stuff in there.
We're filling this out, man. Like this is looking good.
Making some ground.
We're making some ground. I'm very happy with how this is turning out. So thank you everyone for joining us for this exciting deep dive and update into some of those keywords there. Again, don't forget that Isaac has a tournament up in New York that people are invited to in June. What date is that again?
June 13th and 14th.
June 13th.
It's a Worlds qualifier, so one of those nice tickets that get you through get you into day one at least. So
And if you're in the DC area and you're just trying to find something to do that weekend, there'll be one on July 18th. It's not a Worlds qualifier. It's just a regular store tourney that'll be happening over at So hey, go out, try out the keywords. Tell us below what you think about our current placements and also all of the things that we get wrong.
We do.
That's fine. Yeah, I would like to definitely shout out the people that were in the Legion Discord trying to check my math and understand what I said about my Cassian Super Squad rolling 14 black dice the last episode. He can't do that. That was my bad on just being bad at math, and like people were legitimately trying to figure out the math, and I was like, hey, I appreciate it. I'm sorry for making that hurt. That's on me being bad at 2 + 2. But hey, like, thanks for tagging me in that and asking the question. Unlike other things, I do actually look at the comments on the YouTube page and try to interact with people. So definitely, leave us a comment, say hi, tell us what you think about keywords and what you're looking forward to, and maybe Isaac or I will respond and give you some insight back there. And we love doing this because we love the community, we love the game. We love you guys, so thanks so much for listening, and we do it all for
the love of the game.